And now we call upon Shaltazar, the Gavish Baninu, the Master Teacher, the energy of 33. Please come forth and bring to us a message that is in our highest good. Greetings, dear ones. We are pleased to come forth at this time, at this difficult and challenging time in human history, to bring you the Master Teachings, to bring you some guidance, to be as a guiding light, to navigate the storm that often many of you are feeling. Please know that these times, these difficult, challenging times that are facing you are not a test. They are not a punishment. They are, as we have said before, an opportunity to create anew, to create a new paradigm, to create a new way of human life on planet Earth. Yes, planet Earth, the place of free choice, the cornerstone of your humanity, the ability to choose. But we would ask you to look deep within yourself and ask the question, have you given up your right, your birthright to choose consciously as you move forth, navigating the storm? Your world has grown very large, and your technology has advanced greatly. But has your humanity kept up with your science and your technology? Many of you walk around connected to the World Wide Web, using your smartphones and your tablets and your other sundry devices that allow you to connect to this energy that makes you feel a part of a connected world. But we would ask you, if the World Wide Web, that which you call the Internet, is serving the greatest purpose that it could. There is so much information, there is so much knowledge, there is so much content that some of you are becoming addicted to. And that wonderful invention called the Facebook, where you believe you are connected to your brothers and your sisters, to your friends and to your relatives. But is that the connection that will advance your humanity? Or is that a connection that will advance your ego? For there are many that are coming forth that are using this technology to take advantage of humanity, to manipulate humanity. And although with this technology you may feel a greater connection to others around your world, we suggest that maybe you have lost a truer connection, a connection to that within you that is infinite, a connection to your truth, a connection to who you truly are, and even your connection to your friends and so-called friends and family. If that connection is through a technology, it may not be as truthful or as wholesome as it could be, as is the case in all advanced civilizations. And may we suggest to you that you are not the first and only advanced civilization in the universe. There have been others. And although one would think that moving from a lower level of consciousness civilization to a higher level consciousness civilization is a challenge, let us suggest to you that a higher level consciousness civilization, maintaining itself and continuing to evolve, has often proved to be a more onerous task. For your world is more complicated and more complex. And although you feel a greater connection, although there is global travel, although there is migration from other parts of the world, to a certain degree, many of you still feel alone, still feel separated. And when you are feeling lonely, when you are feeling not connected, let us assure you that picking up your smartphone and connecting to the World Wide Web is not a sustainable way of feeling connected. For who and what are you connecting to? Are you connecting to information, or are you connecting to humanity? There is an opportunity at this time in your human history to come back to nurturing and taking care of humanity. And the only way to do so is to begin with yourself. Are you nurturing your humanity? Are you nurturing the humanity of those around you? When you communicate with your fingers on a smartphone, sending what has been dubbed a text, is that truly a connection to humanity? For we may point out that the lower consciousness civilizations that did not have that technology spoke directly to each other. The cavemen relied upon personal communication, personal connection for their survival. They did not have what you call GPS. They had an inner sense of the direction they were going. And although your gadgets, your phones, your cars have a GPS, and although they will get you from point A to point B, let us suggest that many of you are feeling lost. You are feeling lost because possibly you have forgotten. You have forgotten how to connect with each other on a deeper level, on a face-to-face level. I'm sure many of you have had the opportunity to feel the emotion of a hug. And let us suggest to you that that which you call emojis cannot give you the satisfaction, cannot give you the sense of closeness, cannot give you the emotion of a hug. It is time, if you choose to look at your technology, to look at your science with a questioning that maybe you have not considered. And that question is our technology harming or nurturing our humanity? We suggest to you that it starts with the individual. We ask you to consider the question, how may I better nurture my own and the world's humanity? How can I learn to connect again on a deeper level? How can I find my own inner guidance and stop relying upon the GPS. It may be time to wake up. It may be time to connect as your ancestors did. It may be time to de-emphasize the technology and the convenience of living and instead move to deeper connections, to ways of coming together in common good, in having conversations instead of debates on the internet, and realizing that a comment to an article, a comment to a post, is not the connection that will advance your humanity. It is so easy to hide behind a pseudonym. It is so easy to post on the World Wide Web with just a name or a small picture of yourself. You are so much more as human beings than the World Wide Web. Please do not get us wrong. Technology is important if used in the correct way. But so often, many of you are figuring out how you can manipulate the technology for your own personal gain. And at this time, we would like to bring to your attention that this obsession with what you call the internet or the World Wide Web is creating another great challenge for your humanity. With all of the information and knowledge that is out there, it is becoming increasingly more difficult to know the truth. Many of you were taught to believe what you read, and there was a certain standard in your past where what was printed was validated. Yes, of course, there were always printed materials that seemed way out there. But there was less information, and there was an opportunity to take a breather, to reflect upon what you were reading, to nurture that within you is the ability to know truth. And what has been happening that we observe is there is a very blurred line between what may be considered truth and what may be considered falsehood. We have talked to you before about the difference between objective reality, that which is fact, and subjective reality, that which is perception. And those lines too are becoming blurred. And perception is being mistaken for fact. If your civilization is to continue, there must be a return to finding the truth. And as we told you before, there is no absolute truth on planet Earth, for all truth is relative. And with so much information available, that relative truth is becoming confusing and challenging for the individual. So once again, we encourage you, if you so choose, to think of ways in which you can come back to humanity. Come back to nurturing each other. Come back to supporting each other. And of course, because you live in the duality, there will never be absolute agreement. And there will always be differences of opinions. But allow those to be discussed in the forum of human contact, face to face, human to human. It is easy to allow technology to lead the way. It is easy to allow those who control the technology to control you. But because you live on the planet of free choice, you can change that. Let go of the hold that technology has upon you. Come back to your nurturing roots. Come back to caring about each other. Come back to talking to each other. Come back in groups, small groups and large groups. And yes, of course, virtual connection is much easier, but easier may not be the way for a continued humanity to exist on your planet. We ask the leaders to step forward. We ask those that know the truth deep within them to begin to speak up, to begin to make conscious choices that will steer your humanity back on course. But of course, all that we bring you is a suggestion, for ultimately the choice is yours. We bring you this message from a place of love, not from a place of judgment, not from a place of scolding. We simply bring you this message from the observations of the higher realms. Please know we are with you always and forever. Our love for you is everlasting and unconditional.